Really just wanted to get you around some movers and shakers, some people that's doing a lot of big things. You want to take some advice from them? Let's give it up for the police chief of Albany, Chief Eric Hawkins.
And I saw so many of my boys that either didn't have strong male role models in their lives or they didn't listen. And I had so many of my boys that had problems, so many of them that went to jail, some of them that got killed, some of them that are just kind of wandering around. But we got promise in this room. We got future leaders in this room. And so I'm just encouraging you future leaders here. You be the example.
So let's give it up for Mr. David Grant.
But what I didn't realize was, as I was growing up and getting older, as the chief said, all these temptations started coming and as I got older. But you know what? All the things that older people used to tell me, I would be able to see them, and I'd be like, wow. And then people would always look at me and say, how did you know that would lead to that? Or how did you know this? I say, I be around people all the time that's old. They always talk to me. Now I hear them talking to me. And so like, people used to think I was older than I was when I got to college. Because they'd be like, people your age don't say that. It's because I was around older people and they were my mentors. And they were kind of almost like a cheat code. They would tell me about stuff that I didn't really know about yet. I didn't experience yet, but as I got older, I kind of had an advantage because I had these older mentors that would teach me.
All right, so let's give it up. Let's clap it up one time for my dad, Pastor David Gordon Sr. I was junior. Senior.
One of those things as men, as fathers, as we're approaching this weekend, Father's Day, fathers, don't provoke your children to anger by the way you treat them. It says, rather bring them up with the discipline and instruction that comes from the Lord. My foundation is a foundation that I learned by going to Sunday school, by going to church. Many times I didn't want to go. I didn't want to be there. Why do we have to go? I don't want to go. But my mother, she took me anyway. And because she took me, I learned many valuable lessons that helped me to become the father to my 3 sons.
My name is Malik Muhammad, Brother Malik Muhammad. Because they're giving us other narratives. And the narratives destroy the family because that was the objective in the beginning, was to destroy the black family. You live in a time like there was no other time. We done got to the end of the road. It's getting ready to hit the fan. This is when the rubber meets the road. A lot of people ain't preaching about the end of times because it don't keep people in the seat when you talk about the end of times. But we living in the end of times. And there's absentee fathers, and I ain't gonna say that all the time because I know some good men that's right on point, that's there with their children. We act emotional all the time. Emotion is not based on mathematics. Emotion will get you killed and everybody else killed. It will get you shot and then everybody else shot. Yo, you see what they did to me, man? Yo, let's go. And before you know it, you in jail because of emotions. We got to use our heads today.
But I'm going to go off script really quick. I'm going to ask everybody to stand up real quick. And I want everybody to give my brother David Gordon a big round of applause. Yeah, come on, we could do better than that. We could do better than that. And the reason why, young men, pay attention. See, the problem is you guys don't know what your potential is yet. But all the kings in the room just spoke to you. We're trying to tell you don't make the same mistakes that we made. Because somebody said that something that took them 5 years, it could take you 5 minutes. But Mr. Gordon, through this program on purpose, because in society today, they're trying to cancel manhood. And they're trying to cancel, most importantly, the black man. So Mr. Gordon said, you know what? Mr. Dunn, we got work to do. And I come in here every day, work side by side with this gentleman. Y'all don't know how much work he puts into this building, into this community, into his family. Come on, man, we gotta give this man another round of applause.